All right, people. So, you ready? So, you're going to bring on the gents again now. Good evening. It's a Dennis Chung.
Yeah, Ryan, that's it.
I'm doing good, man. How are you? Can you just turn the phone this way?
Which way? This way?
Yeah, but you have to, what kind of phone you have? No, Samsung you have?
Samsung, yeah.
Yeah, man, you can press the rotation pan.
Oh, the rotation.
Yeah, man. Why it come out this way on the YouTube side? Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, so.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. So good evening, Mr. Dennis Chung. How are you doing, man?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. I'm good.
All right. So talk to us about the chip that just went down in the UK for the Reggae Girls.
Yeah, so I mean, excuse how everything happening. Because I'm in the hotel room, right? Hold on, Ryan. Let me just answer this phone now.
All right.
Hello. Yeah. Send him up, please. My son. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Ryan.
Yeah.
Man, sorry about that, listeners. Yeah. So it was a good camp, in the UK. Of course, the way it started off with some issues. You know that. Because we didn't play who we wanted to play, which was Cameroon. And we also had the issue of the persons not getting the visas in time, right? We did on Thursday, though, have Twin, which is our equipment person, coming up. And he did a lot of work, around the match. So we're happy for that. Myself and the president went up to carry up some equipment, carry up some jerseys, and help with the whole organization. So it turned out good from that perspective. We also had a meeting with the girls and the staff, and that went very well, I must tell you, right? Because you'd have seen a report in the paper, Ryan.
Yeah.
And the report from the coach was very positive. And I think coming out of that meeting, the girls did discuss with us some of the issues that they had, which we agreed with that. The coach also. And I think what was the problem was just that there was not enough communication that was happening with the players. So we sought out that. We had some very frank discussions, and I think that they had some very salient points. I'm happy that the communication went well with them. And, in the final analysis, they're saying, boy, they're happy for it. And we're planning on going forward with the June camp, which we want to do in Jamaica, right? So we discussed with them what the plans are going forward, and we're trying to work with all of that. Of course, it's going to be headed by Elaine Walker-Brown, who is our director in charge of women's football. So we have all of those things in place. We have the World Cup Women's Trophy tour that's happening in Jamaica on Monday. We're planning that also. So I was very happy with the communication. It was my first meeting with the body of the Reggae Girls, and they had the legitimate concerns. We, of course, opened up with certain things that we were strong about, and I think what was missing is just that communication. So the camp went very well. I mean, even though it's just the week before that we confirmed with Sheffield United, and Sheffield United had a good team. They played well. I think the organization was very good. One issue that happened was that on the day of the match, the bus was a little late, right? So the reason for that, first of all, it wasn't JFF that did the organization for the transportation, right? So we were there at the stadium waiting on the bus to come down, because we know the time that the bus is supposed to come. And we were waiting for about 5 minutes to say, where's the bus? Because the hotel is very, very close You know, in fact, after we left the stadium, like even the day before, 2 days before, when we went to the Leicester City match, we just walk up because it's very, very close. And the girls and everybody walked up because the girls came to the match and everybody just walked up because it's very, very close, like about 4 or 5 minutes walk up from it. But
So-
we're out there, yeah.
So the bus late. So who arrange? Is it Sheffield or who arrange why the bus come late or stuff?
Yeah, so it was somebody associated with Sheffield who was organizing all of those things for us. Someone up there, Jamaican up there, who was doing the organization and logistics for everything, right? He had also gotten the staff for us from Leicester. So someone close to there. He also works with the persons that work with the girls up there from the foundation. So they were organizing everything for us. And everything was in place, you know, because he had done all the work. And what happened is that the match was supposed to have started. The request was for 3 o'clock. And then when the thing didn't happen, we said to him, boy, you know, what happened to so-and-so? Where the bus? And he said, oh, the stadium told him that they had to play it at 2 o'clock instead of 3 o'clock that we had requested because it was a holiday, right? So he had forgot to change the time from 1 o'clock to 12 o'clock. So when he saw that now, he called the company and asked them if they could change it. They had some scheduling problem, but they came like 20 minutes after the 12 o'clock, right? Which is what he wanted. So by the time the girls had walked down, which is like I say, a 5-minute walk, they decided to walk. He told them that the bus was coming, but they decided that they're just going to walk down. Then the bus came like about 2 minutes to the stadium, 2 minutes after they arrived. So that was the only mess up, which, you know, I was a little upset about it too. And you know, the coach, of course, because you want your girls to come in a bus, even though it's a 5-minute walk, come down, you know. And he apologized to us. He apologized to us. He apologized to the staff for it. You know, but that was really the only thing. I mean, the facilities and everything else that was organized was great. You know, the facilities, you know, the whole thing at the stadium, the boxes, everything. So that was what happened with that. Because the bus, every other day, the bus came early. It's just that one thing that messed up with the starting time. And the truth is that the match never even gets started till about 2:30 or after 2:30. Anyway, you know.
And then that because the girl come late, walk late aside the match, end up push back till 2:30.
No, man, no. It's that we had some delays at the start, you know. What happened, but it's not that. It's not that. Because the girls got there in time, you know, and we're ready. You know, we did have a little rain too. I think that had set it back a little drizzle, you know, and they were working on the field. But that was the main thing that happened. And, you know, I don't think it's anything that we could really have done much about because, as I say, we never really did that organization. We were out there waiting on it to come, you know. And it was really something that I never liked still, you know. But he did
really
so much other work.
Even if mistake happen and thing, Dennis and thing, and you know me as a man, me not really take them and Nancy's story there. But me even ask you, but just because of your curiosity, and I said to you, say, yo, boy, this miss, you didn't have to tell you, but we really appreciate that. And that's what we're asking the Football Federation to be very open to the people. Them whenever mistake make, them own up to it and understand that mistake can happen. You understand? But where is the relationship with you guys and Sidela Mali and the Reggae Girls Foundation?
You know, I think that the relationship with Reggae Girls Foundation is very good. I mean, Reggae Girls Foundation is this different from Bob Marley Foundation, which is Sidela. Reggae Girls Foundation is good because we have a regular board meeting with them. We're on the board. In terms of the Bob Marley Foundation, I think relationship is good also. And it was very good for me to go up and see the organization and meet with them, because they had their persons up there organizing on their behalf. And, big up to the Bob Marley Foundation. I tell you, Sidela and Mishra, they did a fantastic job in terms of organization up there. And, respect to them, I think the relationship is good. I mean, I speak with them all the while. I mean, even when they're organizing certain things, like for the kit man to come up, Mishra, who is from the Bob Marley Foundation, would have written to me and say, hey, what do you think about this? Should we get him up? And I say, yeah, and they actually brought him up, so they were major sponsors at the camp. So I think the relationship is good, and we need to strengthen that relationship, to be honest with you. The organization that they bring is essential, so I think we need to strengthen that relationship, and as I said, much thanks to Sidela and the foundation, and the people that they have up there working with us, so it is very good, and I think it must get better.
Yeah. Communication is key, and want, get that close relationship there, Sidela. I don't want Sidela over this or only the over this.
No, man. Because I'll tell you, Ryan. I mean, it's the first camp I've been to for the girls, and it's just coincidental why I went up, because I wouldn't have gone up. Because I wouldn't just jump on and travel just like that. It must be some value added. And I'm happy that I went, because just to have that meeting alone with the girls, and I know certain things. I just saw the report in the Gleaner today, the coach was happy with the meeting, which is a good sign, and saying going forward, I know some things in terms of how we move forward, and as I said, the support, the organization from the Bob Marley Foundation and Mishra in particular, was very helpful in getting the camp together,
So what are some of the, you say, iron out stuff with the players and meeting keep? What are some of the things that the players want the JFF to make a little bit more effort to improve stuff?
Ryan, it was mostly about communication. And it's just like when I met the other day with Damian Lowe and Andre Blake individually, right? And I had met with the boys like about a day or two before I met with Damian. You know what Damian said to me? Damian said, listen, this is not about money or anything, we just want communication. And I think they appreciated the fact that I came down there and I met with them, And him said, Jensek, it's just communication, Just let us know what is happening, because we support Jamaica. We want Jamaica football to do better. We recognize the position that JFF is in, because we're not a rich country. Him said, listen, man, it's just communication. And that is my commitment to them, So all of them have my number. I said, listen, if you're having a problem, the first people you go to is your coach and your manager. If you're having a problem with them, call me. And all of them call me. We talk. So it's just communication. It's the same thing that the Reggae Girls said, communication. And the staff said, just communication. So that's my commitment, Ryan. You know me, I'm very transparent, right? I will communicate with people. And as I said, things will never always go right, There's a lot of moving parts to put a match together. I mean, the work that we were doing up there just to help organize the Sheffield United match. Trust me, man. I mean, a beat at the end of each day, but the communication, and I have a deeper respect now, I must tell you, having been there at that camp, for the work that the staff do. It's tremendous, So we just need to communicate, and move together as a team. And, I think that's important. Once we're moving together as a team, then we will solve any problem that come to us.
Definitely. And as what I was saying, because not just the JFF people in the JFF, but people on the board in the Jamaican Football Federation, the parish, we don't really, I don't know why they just have this bar, big wall in front of them, different from the players and the spectators and everybody. Like a modern time now, communication is key, and for even the girls them speaking about some of these things. Mr. Chung, I need you to work on that and get everybody involved. Whether it's going to be the GenSec, whether it's going to be the vice president, we have 2 vice presidents. They need to play a part and make sure that communication going forward going to help the national team.
And I agree with you. And I don't have no issue with nobody in the federation. You know, and I mean, people call me and say things to me, but you know, Ryan, the truth is that I don't, a lot of things that I hear has been said, I don't even know. Because you know, say it's a long time I ain't even talk to.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Because it's just a lot, you know. But I don't have no issue. The important thing is the football. You know, and we need to just rally around that and make it work. Because as I said to somebody the other day, football is not about me or the administrator, it's about the youth who want an opportunity, and that's what we need to make work.
Definitely. And I like the effort and all of them stuff there. But you touch on both Damien Lowe. I saw him do an interview and him say the first time, see it on Sportsmax, and him say this is the first time coming into the national team where no problem, everything went smooth. That's that's what we want to hear from more players when them come and have that feelings, come and play for the national team.
Yeah, no, definitely. And that's what we want to do. We want to make sure, so let me tell you something. I see firsthand when I go, when I went down to the camp where the boys had and the girls' camp, we need to, and you always say it around, we need to make the players comfortable because it's not easy, you know. It's not easy to pick up and travel, right? And out of your comfort area. And then, you know, you have issues. We need to make them comfortable. So we're going to have issues, but what we need to do is shield the players from it so that they can perform.
Most definitely. And I agree with that and understanding. So I don't know, as I said, you know, really I keep up to date, but some of the things that coming out right now in mainstream media and all of them stuff there, a lot of, what are some of the issues you guys having behind the scene? Because I'm telling you straight up, the man them say, Dennis Chung come in and Dennis Chung want to change everything. What really are taking place behind the scene?
Well, I mean, I don't hear it, to be honest with you, because I don't listen to all the things that are being said. But we do what we need to do, and we're working with FIFA and CONCACAF. So a lot of the things that are happening, you know, is FIFA and CONCACAF are working with. You know, for example, we have someone from FIFA who is there working with us now, a financial consultant helping us with policies. And by the end of this month, we're going to have some new policies coming out, which FIFA is saying that these things need to be in place and we have to work with it. You know, remember they are our parent body, you know. So it's just an effort to put proper governance in place and financial governance in particular, you know. And that's what we need to do, because you know that we had a problem with the JFF in terms of deficit financing, deficit and all of that. We have to solve that. You know, we have to make the organization sustainable. And it's just some of those things that we're doing, you know. So, I mean, I don't know what people are talking about particularly, but...
So, all right. You know. So, some of the things that money, you're holding tight on money, and now they're going to money. Normally, the parish president them that get money for deal with stuff in their parish and stuff. They're not getting that because them say, I say, them need to come with a plan, show them how them are going to spend the money and all of them stuff. There is anything true to that, because that's what some of the parish president.
Well, I don't hear that, but I know that people have been submitting their plans, you know, and you know, it's just accountability. And it was from the board level, the president said, listen, you know, we want to put some money into the parishes, but you know, we need to have a plan together. And even when we're applying for money from FIFA, it's not like past years. FIFA is saying no, everything must be project related. You know, so you have to have a plan for it. You have to know how the money is spending, because FIFA does audits now. Every year them do what you call a central review audit, you know, an organization. So FIFA is stepping up its accountability, and this is a part of what the whole financial governance work is being done by the consultant who is in, you know, because the policies that are coming in place at the end of April is going to make the expenditure management even more stringent. You know, I can tell you that based on the discussions I'm having with them. And I think, you know, if you go to the FIFA Congress, for example, and listen to them and CONCACAF, these are the things that I'm talking about. You know, they said this is the direction they're moving in. So we have to move with it. If we don't move with it, we're going to have a problem. So those are just some of the things I put into it. But I to be honest, I don't see the resistance from the parishes. They have been submitting the information that's requested, you know, and I mean, as I said, I don't hear what's happening out there.
So what take it, if them submit it, what take it so long for them to get the money to do them stuff for them normally do?
When the money is dispersed on the timeline that has been agreed with the board, you know, so I don't know particularly what they're talking about, but at the end of the day, you see, if the image of the football do well, Ryan, everybody's going to benefit. Because we at the JFF, we're getting more people coming on and helping us with sponsors, and it's going to trickle down to the parishes, and that's what we want to happen. We want the parishes to start getting the sponsorship, right? So the effort is that if we were to do what we need to do at the national level, it must trickle down to the parishes, right? And that is what we want to achieve. We want to know, say, a parish is working with the same set of principles and rules that we have, right? And can show the accountability, and sponsors coming on and saying, hey, we want to do this, develop the programs. I mean, I know Speed is working with developing a lot of competitions, especially for the youth, with the talent development scheme he's working on. And, you know, the truth is that we see positives happening. It's going to take a little time. Things don't change just like this, because you know the issues we had with JFF. There were some challenges that we're always having. And we need to change the thing little, but it's just a matter of moving in the right direction. And I think we're moving in the right direction. Next week, we're going to be having a press conference. The president wants to have a press conference speaking about the launch of the new website, Ryan, which I would have sent you an example of it, of how it's looking, and it is much better now because we did some more additions to it. So we want to launch that next week, and we want to speak about the new sponsors that we have on board next week. Also, you'd have seen in the game that we stream on YouTube, a list of the sponsors that has been given credit on it, and we want to big them up. You know, and you'd have seen also around the work that we're doing at the center up at UWI. Different place, you know.
Yeah, I'll be honest, it much could better and stuff, but the furniture when the furniture them are gonna change up.
We're working on that now, because we're working on a sponsorship with our furniture dealer, which is about to be signed off, and we're going to be doing all of that, right? But, you know, given our resources, you know, we can't do everything one time, you know, but it was, the condition was good enough for the Trinidad team to stay up there, and they enjoyed it. And recently also we had Calabar staying up there for champs, you know, which was a revenue earner for us. You know, so as we added more and more things, I mean, you know, the center stayed before, right? We know have sleeping policemen up there. We have policies, we have security, we have policies about who can enter the premises, who can't enter the premises, because children we're dealing with, and we have to protect them.
So since you go in, you put in all of these stuff?
Yeah, man. We just put them in the past 2-3 months or so up there.
Okay, so I want to go back on the FIFA thing. So, so FIFA is watching the Jamaican Football Federation.
FIFA, man.
You guys, they on a serious watch.
Yeah, man, FIFA is watching us. FIFA is watching every federation because that's a new accountability mantra that FIFA have. Um, and they have been helping us. Getting this financial consultant in is a big help for us. And I welcome the consultant coming in because it now gives me more capacity to ensure that the proper policies and governance policies are in place, right? So it's no longer about, a discretion. These are the policies surrounding how we manage our finances, and everybody agree to it. We have to abide by it because FIFA, will be saying, hey, this is how the thing must go.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's a game changer for us. That's a game changer for us.
Game changer.
All right. So one of the commenter them I say the sponsor, just like you see me have the LFC background with all of the Liverpool stuff. When can we get with all our sponsor with a sheet or whatever you guys have to put behind the press conference, sure enough the sponsor is more?
Yeah, man. You soon we call it a repeater board. We soon have all of that in place, Ryan.
Soon, like when? Give me a time span, Mr. Dennis.
Very soon. I don't want to give a time span, but I know it's something they're working on because we got some banners done recently also, right? And that is somewhere. And in fact, I mean, that's a very good idea because we should have that repeater board for the press conference next week. So I'm going to ask them to work on that and getting that up for next week. But you'd have seen, Ryan, that we broadcast a game on our YouTube channel. So that is really the launch we're using now to get more and more things on the YouTube channel. And I've been having that discussion with them, So, things like interviews with players and coaches and also all our games. You'd have seen that the social media people have helped us to air the matches we had with Trinidad. So what we want to know is put everything now on our YouTube channel and work with you guys as our partners because I know you guys do watch alongs and all of those things. Those are some of the things we want to do. So the YouTube channel is definitely something. And you had mentioned it earlier on that we need to get that up and running because we can monetize it.
It monetized already, man.
No, I mean from our point of view in terms of getting more money on it, because I mean, of course,
So who responds for it? Because it's supposed to have an account already.
Yeah, man, it's Earl dealing with it. Earl Bailey dealing with it. So he has been dealing with it. Okay. So the broadcaster, and everything is Earl. I mean, respect to him for the work he has been doing with it.
Okay, fair enough. So so you talk about the FIFA watching, helping you guys. I want to go back to the same FIFA thing. When the last time you guys have a big meeting with FIFA, the new voting system, is it you guys get help or FIFA tell you guys that you have to change the constitution?
No, it was a no from last year or before. It was a directive from FIFA that the constitution had to be changed. So it's something that was coming from long time, and not just from last year. I think maybe 2 years ago, right? That said it must be changed. So they sort of hurried it along because I understand the JFF was actually in the process of dealing with it already, right? So FIFA, as you know, is going for more and more accountability across the world. I remember what happened with the incidents when Sepp Blatter was there. The whole heap of arrests and all of those things. That was a real slap in the face of FIFA. And since Infantino comes in, he has done a lot of work. I mean, trust me, that man has really brought football to the globe. To pass like Africa and then places there. And accountability is critical. Things like travel policy, procurement policy, how money is dispersed, how money is accounted for. Those are the things that they put in. Conflict of interest policy, which is one of the ones that should be coming to us by the end of this month, which a consultant is helping us with. you know, I must tell you, Ryan, I'm very happy that the consultant is here. I tell him all the while. He's a local person, a well-qualified chartered accountant. And I said to him every time, I said, boy, listen, man, I'm happy you're here. We'll meet regularly and discuss the progress. You know, he meets with FIFA, you know, and it therefore creates a chain of accountability, which is what we want. You know, that is where we need to get to with the football.
Okay. All right. Before we get into the Gold Cup and all of them stuff there, you see like how me here talk nice and pretty. You see how my stream nice and pretty. The press conference, we need to see it nice and pretty. If me can do it,
Ryan, I agree with you. And I always tell you that those are things that we need to fix. Right. And I think it is being fixed now. All of those things. You're gonna see some changes happening. Not things I can't talk about now, but some things are in progress for some changes make, and all of those things are happening.
Even if you guys don't get the thing for put behind it, when I'm doing the press conference, this thing when I'm StreamYard, it can get enough people. A whole heap of people. So you see the Jamaican flag, you can Earl Bailey, and that's why Earl have to step up in game too, because him a drop off wait time. Everybody have to step up them game. Earl need to step up. So this StreamYard with the Jamaican flag, all of the sponsor them can design. It just take less than 10 minutes to do. So Earl, if you need help, so I think him really need help, you know. So
I have to bring that up because I want to talk to him, because if he need help, then he must reach out feet, and I mean, I'm glad you reach out and offer that.
No, man, he need big help when it come on to the press conferences. No way our Jamaica national, every minute the coach, something connect, some problem, that have to straighten. Means that Jamaica, I am sure that Jamaica and them have no heap of internet problem. But our big press officer, things have to step up there. So everybody have to step up them game, and the press officer need to step up. So if I help him need to talk to you guys and make you guys can get a younger head around him. That's him can groom them and pass on the knowledge. You understand? We're talking about legacy. We want the man them who are working at the JFF leave legacy. Who them are groomed to take them position. You get the message? Because all of us are going to go and leave it. You understand? And for the younger youth, them and for the youth, them are Jamaica.
Yeah, man. I'll have a discussion with them. Yeah, man.
All right. So I want to have that discussion. Now, what can you tell us? Gold Cup is coming up. The jar is Friday. What type of preparation you guys going to have? The men's senior team has to going into that Gold Cup.
Well, we're definitely working on 2 games for June. Yeah, we're working on 2 games for June. So that is on the cards now, and we have put out some feelers. We have some options open, and we're working on 2 games for June. So I've been having discussions with the agent, right? And we've actually sent out some letters already to some teams, some national teams that have expressed interest and we want to play. So we're definitely working on those. I suspect the coach might have a camp or 2 before that also, right? But that's for him to decide. I think he's sort of settled on the core team that he wants to play with now, you know, but World Cup is still very far away. So it's really Gold Cup squad I'm focusing on now. But we're working on. So we already have a discussion around that.
We're not hearing a little bit.
Yeah, working on that.
Yeah. So that's good to know that you guys working on 2. I would love for us to get them 2 games because that would be a game changer.
Yeah, man. So we're working on those things, right? Which is why, you know, the truth is that myself and the president, I mean, one of the reasons why we haven't even hear all the things that's being said out there, because we're just working on these things, and our intention is just to put out the positive messages, and where we need improvement, you know, we're talking about it. But we want to focus on the positive improvements going forward.
Since as you take over as a GenSec, is this job an easy job or
no? Just Moran. It rough.
Rough job.
Yeah, man.
What if I work? What if I work?
What if I things?
Are the hardest job this ever work?
Boy, one off.
One off.
It's rough, man. It's rough. And then the traveling, you know, so me, I like the whole heap of traveling.
Oh, you don't like the whole heap of traveling?
No, I can't do it, man. It disrupt your life, you know.
Okay. it come with it, you know, cause you're the CEO of the company, you know.
Yeah, but I don't think you have to travel a lot. Like this camp in UK, if the staff didn't have a problem, I wouldn't go. You know. But it's because of that. And I'm sort of happy I went because I got to have this meeting with the staff and the girls.
Yeah.
You know.
So I'm glad. So you talk about some of the positives. So what are some of the issues that you guys want to sort out going into that Gold Cup?
Yeah, I think it's really for us to just make sure that all the logistics work properly. Make sure that everybody come together, you know, in JFF and also outside. So like we're talking to you, Ryan, and the diaspora and things, I really appreciate the support from the diaspora. You know, really appreciate the support from the sponsors. So it's just to get those logistics things together, you know, and ensure that the staff internally also is firing on all cylinders.
Can you give a number how many sponsors you guys have right now?
We have SDF, of course. We have Water. We have Stewart's Jamaica. We have Grace. We have First Choice Pharmacy. We have IRI FM, right? Reggae Girls Foundation, Bob Marley Foundation. So we're talking about 8. And a potential one that's coming on, so about 9. I suspect in another 2 weeks, we're talking about 9, 10 sponsors, and we could have more coming on. And so we're just building it slowly, you know.
Yeah. So how many sponsors, like short term, you want to achieve and the long term?
And I love getting the short term up to about 15 to 20. Long term, yeah man. Long term, I wouldn't mind about 40 people, 40 logos up there.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
A lot.
So we're at about 8 now.
8.
You know.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm going to take this one because I have a call. I'm going to bring in him right now. So
you know
anything?
Yeah, man. Take this one, but you know, so I don't have much time, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You have any sponsor for the field, for support the field?
You mean up by center?
No, man. Differently, like, you know, because the coach you're talking about getting some of the field and stuff. Do you guys have any?
No. What we have right now, we have somebody who expressed our interest in helping us. But right now we have FIFA funds that we're using to do it. So we have some FIFA project funds. I mean, when you talk about sponsor, you talk about FIFA and CONCACAF, them huge support.
Okay.
You know, so we have those funds budgeted already for that.
All right. So Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi, good night, Mr. Chung. Just wanted to know that first, I just wanted to know that the fans of Jamaican football, we are extremely supportive of you. And we want you to know that we appreciate the work that you've been doing, and we appreciate the direction in which you have taken the JFF so far. So from all of the fans, we just want to say thank you, and you're greatly appreciated.
Yeah, man.
All right. And from our JC, man, you know, say, you know,
man, the best school in the world.
Best school in the world. So
yeah, man, that's the one flaw. Ryan couldn't go to school like that.
No, man, them school that I want me done, man. Them school that I want me done, but
no, we don't want nobody like Ryan at them school there. School that a prestige school. Ryan can't go to school there.
I got the biggest school in Jamaica, and no make nobody tell you nothing, yeah, man. Excelsior are the biggest school, brother. Biggest school in a Jamaica history.
Yeah, man. Respect for that.
Well, Mr. Chung, you're probably right. Because Excel says a high school, JC is a college, isn't it?
No.
We have to understand that. We have to understand that.
Oh God, brother. Big up to all of the college man them still. But a university we go said we. You see me? Yeah, man. Yeah. But Shabba, you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, man. Mr. Chung, so it's regarding the whole media. I was saying it to Ryan that just to let you know that the situation where you guys would need assistance in either setting up, tell Mr. You can don't know if you can say to Mr. Bailey that I would willingly assist him in setting it up for free. I don't have a problem.
Yeah, well,
set it up one time and you show him.
Listen, man, just get your information to me now. Just shoot that email.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna shut him information.
And I will deal with that.
All right, so thanks for that.
All right, so thanks again. Mr. Chung, and safe travel back home.
Yeah, man. All right, thanks. So Ryan, my run though, come out spend some time with my son, you know.
All right, sir. All right. So we'll just let you know that just keep up the good work. We'll watch you. Because the other day, I think say you catch a fever. So hopefully, fully catch a fever. You understand? Because if you fully catch a fever, I clot you, man. I tell you from
no problem.
Stay up on the right side and make sure that you do. But we're going to take one more, and then you can go. Just give you one more, 1 hour. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. I know you're a big fan. Go ahead,
good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, Mr. Chung. Good evening.
Yeah, man.
And I respect the work what you're doing, and no boy can't get you out. The whole Jamaica the behind, the whole world the behind, Mr. Chung. From last night, me a customer. I stop cuss, no boy can't get out. Anything when you do, it has go the right way. And you have one thing to say. I think Simon, I always watching Simon, and Simon, I don't know, but I think him have a scouting in him where him know to get to players, him know to find players. I'm find some player and some little young player. I know for talk to play. I think
anyway, I don't want you preempt any possible action, so I'm not comment on that. But we recognize everything there.
No. Yeah, man. I think Simon can play a good part in the JFF. But everything we do, Mr. Chung, get up on the right track and with the behind 100%. As long as the coach I get everything we get and the player them are focused on the football. Because right now, when me hear Damien Lewis say, well, JFF doing a good job, me say, yes. From once they can get it out of the player mouth, that means they were doing something good.
Yeah,
you understand? And the player them feel more comfortable now by focusing and playing football and not focusing on the JFF. You understand? Now you will see a better football game. And I tell a man that Jamaica go play a better football because the player them are more focused on the football. And you don't want to keep up your time because you have to go spend time with the youth and thing. But as what me say, Mr. Chung, with the being 100%, and a boy can't get you that them have to get out. Them can't get you out. Right now, them can't get you out, Mr. Chung. You are the man. I'm going to tell Ryan that from last night. Ryan have to tell me to calm down because I cussed last night, man. Yeah, man, me of course, I know you are hiding. Them I forgot hiding, Mr. Chung. Because we serious, we can't ramp with poor people money. The young youth,
everybody work together, man. Everybody work together.
Remember when Jamaica, when the league them are play minor league, you have under 13, under 15. When that a player find less crime in the community, and we can better man that. Less crime.
Yeah.
In Jamaica, through the league them are play. You find the youth them a waste time on the corner because when a youth I come from school, first thing he must say, well, he have under 13 training for go after him done him homework, and then by the time him come back, he must go pay some school, him have to go to school morning. You understand? So the youth them have to focus on, and some of the man them for know that because some of the man in the JFF and them not realize that them in the see so much years, and we have to focus on the generation. That is why Jamaica stay that way. We have to focus on the generation because the younger generation of them are come now.
Yeah.
You understand? So Big up yourself, Mr. Chung, and enjoy yourself the night with the youth them and thing. And remember, with the BNA 100%. From once you do the right thing, with the BNA.
Yeah, man. All right,
yeah, man. Big up yourself,
yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah, man, Ryan.
All right.
Yeah,
All
man.
right, Maroon here.
Yeah, man. Thanks, man.
Right.
Thanks for forward and thing. Danny Jet, big up yourself.
Cool.
No
Yeah,
further
man.
respect.
All right.
Thank you for coming, man, Mr.
Yeah,
Chung. All right. Appreciate
cool.
it. Yes. All right. So people at Jamaica. So here is the General Secretary. Yes, people. I was just going to say Dalton, but then it's strong. So people call in on hear the thing them sponsor is coming on board. And remember, when as me say people, Dennis Chung is no savior, is no God. The man are doing work what I'm supposed to do. And people, why every time people I talk about the good thing what the people them are do? We not for talk about it. As soon as they start talking about the good thing, people say, yeah, pick side, people are telling you say this, people are telling you that. Come on, people. You know I'm come every day and telling you negative. Last night I come and telling you say more sponsor come on board, such and such. You get to me? I say people don't want to hear all of these good things. People just want to continue for just make them problem, and because things are go better without enough of the man them, and the man them a cause problem where them not supposed to cause. So when you hear what Dennis Chung say, FIFA is over the JFF right now. FIFA and make sure that them hold the JFF money, things are for do when the man them get the money. You get me? I say, so people, I want to understand this. Say, we want to see the change. Me I tell you, I'm tired for come every day and I beat people with belt. I'm tired every day. Me I get up and I make video. I calling out people. I want to start make video. I talk about football, only football, but until off the field start to run the right and proper way. Cause whether I want to like it or not, you know, I have a job to do. My job is to make sure that I keep everybody in the football federation honest and make sure that them do the right thing. Once that can happen, then we talk about football. You get me? I say because having problem off the pitch, I go cause a whole lot of more problem. Me need to start to hear more positivity. The players them when them speak. But only way that can happen, JFF have to give them that experience, have to give them that welcome, just like what Damian Lowe say. Al Grimson having part to play. Al Grimson bringing everybody together. You get what I say? Him bring everybody together. So the last game, everything runs smooth. I don't understand why people don't like changes. Why people still put up shield changes. And that we are called for. Me tell you already, more Parish president, them a come out come talk. Them not have a choice. Them have to come out now. I want to tell you now, most of the man them want to come out. Them dip on another side. I want to watch, I want to observe and see what I go on. Because guess what? More sponsor is coming in. You understand? Yeah. So it is a good look. It is a step in the right direction. And Chung, try make sure you walk on the safe side. Because if you slip, me I beat you with the belt buckle. You get to me, I say? No pass for nobody. No, the man that want me there, so I chase every minute with Mr. Dennis Chung. Come on, people, at time and place for everything. Me sure know if I pay a miss up England. Amount of people would have call in. Right now, the phone is that burn off. But we about sponsor. And just 2 person call in to the show. But make you hear big miss up go on. Everybody are calling. And when the good thing them are go on. People, It's a time and place for everything. You get me? I say, you going to have toss up and problem. We now say everything are going to be perfect. But we all of them people all the time call in and beat. And then it's talk about a whole heap of good thing. Danny Jed, me I call you out. You know learn nothing from today. Interview Danny Jed. Press up, me I call you out because you run gone to your bed today. Run gone to your bed today. When the Westmoreland FA there, press up just a come in, but just a check in. And them thing I may talk about. Big up yourself. Enough love and respect, brother. Big up to the whole of your family. My G, enough respect. Yeah, that. Salute, my general. Yeah. So, fresh God, press up. Them that cuss every day. But when the thing I call, we don't hear nobody, everybody I keep quiet. Alex, the same thing. No, Alex, no lie, Alex has been good from the other day. You get to me, I say? So call in, people. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, Ryan. Yeah, me do. When me I try to get to Mr. Chung the punish, so it don't make sense. But one at a time still can give me number and give me number because there's something more answer to him. See, we can we say it to you after the year still.
Anyway, but what are your thoughts on the interview? I mean, a challenge.
Yeah, man, a good interview, man. No, you do a good interview. As we say, only the man them around him worry about because he might do a good. It seems like he might do a good job, but the man them worry. We're around him, we're undermining him. That's the only thing me worry about. But him doing a good job. And as usual, yeah, good interview you have with him and him say everything which is right. But him never tell you which two team Jamaica are playing in June.
No, because let me tell you what happened. You see, the game was supposed to play the 15th of this month, you know. And them announced the game too soon. Too soon. And the people them who dealing with the match thing and all of them stuff there. Let me tell you this, brother. And it's a reason why this is one of the things, brother, where me don't want to talk until the thing come true. Because you have some people, them just dying for see me slip up. Me I try to give them an understanding who are some of the team them, you know. If boy say if me go call the team and the thing no come true, people say me